Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Epic English Club. I'm Lily.
And I'm Max. We're so happy you're here.
We make English easy and fun with simple words, clear examples, and natural conversations. Sometimes a conversation is going just fine, and then both people start talking at the same time.
So you both stop and then somehow start again at the same time.
That's when it gets awkward. Do you keep talking? Do you stop again?
And you're trying to be polite, but now you're thinking, okay, what do I say?
Today, we're talking about what to say when you interrupt someone.
By the end of this episode, you'll know what to say in those awkward little moments so you can keep the conversation going naturally.
Let's start with that awkward moment we just talked about.
It's such a weird little pause.
It's pretty easy to fix.
I usually just stop and let the other person talk. I just say, go ahead.
Go ahead. That's our first expression.
Here, it simply means you speak first. Sometimes the funny part is that both people keep being polite.
You say, no, you go ahead, and suddenly nobody is talking.
At that point, someone just has to go first.
But sometimes it's different. The other person is already talking, and you jump in too soon.
I've done that when I get excited about what someone is saying.
Same. You hear something interesting, and your answer comes out before they finish.
Then you notice they stopped in the middle of their sentence.
That's when I feel a little bad. I didn't want to take over the conversation.
And that's different from both people starting at once. This time, they were already speaking.
So I want to make it clear that it was an accident.
You don't need a long explanation.
You can say, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That sounds natural, because you're saying, I know I cut in, but I didn't do it on purpose.
Right. And then you can stop and let them finish.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. That's our second expression.
It's a simple way to say, I know I cut you off. And once you've said that, you usually don't need to keep apologizing.
Just give the conversation back to them. I had a movie spoiler moment like that once.
What happened?
I was with some friends. We were talking about a new movie, and I thought everyone had seen it. One friend started talking about a scene, and I jumped in with something from the ending.
Wait, had everyone seen the whole movie?
No. One friend looked at me and said, Max, I haven't seen it yet.
That must have been awkward.
It was. I thought we were all okay talking about spoilers, so I spoke way too fast.
Did you try to save it?
I changed the subject so fast, it did not work.
I bet they didn't let you talk about the movie after that.
Pretty much. They were like, no more movie talk from you.
Of course, not every interruption is an accident. Sometimes you really need to say something now.
Like when someone is telling a story, but you suddenly notice your bus is coming.
I definitely say something. I'm not missing the bus just to be polite.
You need to jump in, but you still want to sound polite.
This time, you know you're interrupting. It isn't an accident.
So this feels different from the last situation.
A polite way to enter the conversation is very simple. Sorry to interrupt, but I think that's our bus.
Okay, that's worth interrupting for. Our third expression is sorry to interrupt, but...
After but, add the thing you need to say.
Your phone is ringing, or everyone needs to leave soon. Those are the kinds of things that can't really wait. And once you've said what you needed to say, you don't have to take over the whole conversation.
That last part matters. Maybe you interrupted for a good reason. but the other person still had a story to finish.
And sometimes after I interrupt, I realize, oh, wait, you were talking first.
If you remember what they were talking about, you don't need to ask them to start over.
You just want them to continue.
A very natural phrase is, go on.
That's nice and short. Basically, keep talking.
Go on. That's our fourth expression.
And after you interrupt, sorry, go on, sounds very natural too.
I do that when I ask a quick question in the middle of someone's story.
I'm bad about that with details. I'll ask one little question, get my answer, and then realize I stopped the whole story.
I do that with names. If I don't know who someone is talking about, I have to ask. That's when sorry, go on is really useful.
Go ahead is you first. Go on is keep talking. But what if the interruption lasts longer?
Like if your friend gets a quick phone call in the middle of your conversation?
Exactly. The call ends, you both look at each other, and suddenly nobody remembers what you were talking about.
I've definitely had that moment.
Me too. And now go on doesn't really help because you don't even remember what they should continue.
You need to find your place in the conversation again.
And there's a very common little question for that. Where were we?
That's such a natural little question.
Where were we? That's our fifth expression.
At first, where sounds like it should mean a place.
But here it means, where were we in this conversation? And sometimes I remember the wrong thing and start talking about something completely different.
I've done that. Then someone says, wait, weren't we talking about your weekend?
And you're like, oh, right, wrong topic.
It's funny how fast one little interruption can make you lose your place. We've covered a lot of little moments that can happen when a conversation gets interrupted.
Now let's practice using these expressions in a new situation. Okay, so for Emma's birthday, I was thinking we could get her...
I was thinking we could...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say we could get her a small cake and meet at the park.
That sounds good. Maybe we could get there around 5 and...
Sorry to interrupt, but Emma just texted me. She's coming earlier than we thought.
Then we should probably meet earlier, too.
Definitely. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say we should bring some drinks, too.
Perfect. Cake, drinks, and an earlier start.
Who's picking up the cake?
I can do that. There's a bakery near my place.
Great. I'll bring the drinks.
Then let's meet at 4:30.
Perfect. Now I think we really have a plan. That went pretty smoothly.
And the interruptions didn't have to become awkward. A few short phrases were enough.
Let's quickly review today's 5 expressions. First, go ahead.
Use it when you both start talking and you want the other person to speak first.
Second, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Use it after you accidentally talk before someone is finished.
Third, sorry to interrupt, but...
Use it when you need to interrupt on purpose and say something now.
Fourth, go on.
Use it when the other person was already talking and you want them to continue.
And fifth, where were we?
Use it when the conversation gets interrupted and you need to find your place again.
Well, I think that's about it for today.
Right. And before we go, it's your turn to share.
Have you ever interrupted someone because you got too excited?
We'd love to hear from you, so let us know in the comments.
Thanks for being with us today.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode.
Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Bye for now. Take care.